Hey guys, welcome back to Concerning Means, and today, gonna have to do my reaction to Washington's loss to the Lions. I'm finally, normally, I think the past couple of weeks I've either not posted one or done it on Monday because I'm so busy, but today, I'm not busy, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. So, Washington lost 30-27, and it wasn't that bad of a game. I mean, obviously, we only lost by 3. I honestly thought we could win, and for the first half, I thought we were going to get completely destroyed. But then, let me go ahead and talk about it. So, the beginning of the game, I mean, it's going badly. We're down, I think it was like 7-0. Then we get a field goal, 7-3. We let them score 14 more points. But no. I don't know. Somehow it ends up being 24-3. Of course, Dustin Hopkins, as you know, is our apparently weekly ritual. Dustin Hopkins misses a 35-yard field goal, which should be, I think it was like a 48. Either he missed a field goal, as he does almost every single game at this point. He's really one of the worst kickers. So I have 7 minutes left in the third quarter. It's 24-3. I'm thinking, oh, this game's over. I mean, I'm not even watching it. Normally, I'm just like looking at Yahoo Sports every second of the whole game. Like I'm just looking every time I play. I'm like, what's gonna be? I was watching the Panthers get completely smoked by the Buccaneers, and I was like, oh, come on. Then they scored a touchdown. I'm like, oh, it's whatever. It doesn't matter. Then like 11 minutes in, it goes from, in like 8 minutes, he scored 2 touchdowns. All of a sudden, it's 24-17. We score another touchdown with like 6 minutes left. And it's 24-24. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh, we just did this. Like our defense, which played terribly that whole game, which I mean, I'm going to get to like the statistics and everything in a second. I'm like getting what happened in the game, just in case you didn't watch the game or didn't know, like if you're a Dolphins fan and watching this because you want to, see a Washington fan rant. And then we go in the fourth, and we tie it up. And then the Lions, they go down the score. They kick a field goal with like 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. I think, oh, that's what it's over. We saw what Alex Smith did last week whenever we gave him the ball with less than 2 minutes left. Nope. He goes down the field. One of the worst drives I've ever seen. I think he completed 3 passes. And basically, we got carried by penalties and like 33 yards of passing. He was like, I was watching, it was like, incomplete pass, incomplete pass, incomplete pass, 4th down. 15-yard penalty, and it was kind of hard. I could imagine it was pretty stressful to watch. It was, from what I could tell, it was a pretty terrible drive. We go there, we kick a field goal, we tied up. 15 seconds left. Chase Young has the audacity to get a roughing the passer penalty that gives them a 59-yard field goal instead of a 74-yard field goal, which would have been a Hail Mary. So with 3 seconds left, they kick a 59-yard field goal to win. If Chase Young had just not hit the quarterback, what I'm pretty sure was an incomplete pass, if he had just laid off a bit, maybe, I don't think it was that much. I think it was just barely pass interference. Not pass, sorry, roughing the passer. From what I saw people saying, and we would have won. There was no way that Matthew Stafford in that Lions offense is going to get a Hail Mary touchdown. I'm sorry, but I would be confident about that with any team. I mean, we were coming up so clutch. I thought, yes, let's take it into overtime. Let's get this thing. I mean, if we go into overtime, maybe we can get a stop. Who knows? I would be also so glad that he didn't go for 2 whenever it was 24-23. I was so scared he was going to go for 2, but no, he didn't. Guess there were 6 minutes left. He just kicked the extra point, which I was so glad for. I remember sitting there and thinking whenever he was going up, because I was looking, and whenever he was going up to kick his field goal, my heart was pumping. I was like, this is the game. He kicks the field goal. I'm like, the game's over. But apparently, no, it wasn't. Because our defense our defense decided to allow them to go. I think it was like, I don't know. It was, I think, so they were 41. It was like 50 yards in 15 seconds. And I get it, they hit all 3 of their timeouts, but still. Come on. Now, let's actually talk about stuff. Let's talk about our offense, okay? We're going to go from our offense to our defense. Screw the Lions. We don't have to talk about the Lions. I'm a Washington fan talking about Washington. If you're looking for a recap, that is going to come out tomorrow, okay? This is my irrational Washington fan part of my brain talking, okay? If you want a NFL fan analytical part of my brain, watch the video tomorrow, okay? But today, we're basically talking about how good they are. That's all I'm going to do. Alex Smith, comeback player of the year, no doubt. Last week, 300 yards. We go up against the Lions, 390 yards, almost 400 yards. I mean, he played lights out. Okay, and Antonio Gibson had a couple touchdowns. We played amazing up until those last couple seconds. Sorry, my mom is texting me. Up until those last couple of seconds, we played lights out on our offense. Terry McLaurin had a really good game. Cam Sims had a couple of good catches. Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick was having really good runs, or whatever the heck that guy's name is. I've already forgotten like 15 times. Our offense, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. In the second half, actually in both halves. In the second half, we played really, really well. In the first half, we just couldn't finish drives. I think we had 3 or 4 drives inside of the red zone. One ended up with, I think we had a missed field goal. We had a fumble and something else. I know we got a field goal too, but we were really bad at finishing drives. If we had kicked a field goal on those, we would have won. Also, if he had made that field goal, it would have been tied going to overtime. Who knows what happened? But Dustin Hopkins is by far the worst player on our team. I don't care about Landon Collins. I don't care about any. Dustin Hopkins can. Anytime we are kicking a field goal that is over 40 yards, it might as well be just giving the ball to the other team. We need to do something. Also, let's go ahead. I know I was talking about offense, but my brain is going off right now. Okay, let's talk about the defense. What was that? We had 1, 2 sacks maybe? Like no pressure on him at all? It was terrible, horrible. And the one time that we got pressure on him, guess what it was, boys and girls? A roughing the passer penalty that lost us the game by Chase Young, who's been having a really good year, like 3.5 sacks already, which is pretty good for a rookie. Plus he's been on a lot of other stuff. Come on, man. It's our defense that lost us that game. So it was like last week we had an off game with our offense. This week we had an off game with our defense. Terrible by our defense. And this is the thing every week. Our safety just get burnt. Why do we not just sign Eric Berry? Why? He played under Ron Rivera, and now he was a free agent. We had every opportunity, and I'm not sure, but we may still have the opportunity just to sign him. But we won't do anything. We want to sell, get as much draft picks as possible. Why don't we go out there and get an upgrade to our safety position? Obviously, Ron Rivera is not going to try and throw any games. So why don't we get Eric Berry? Why don't we get some kind of offensive line? But no. We have to sit there and do nothing. Make no moves. All these rumors with Ryan Kerrigan and all these other players on our team being up for trades, all this stuff happening, and no, we do nothing. All these players, we could go on and make some moves. We could do anything. But we do nothing. And that's what we always do because our owner is terrible. If we had gone out and signed Eric Berry, for all we know, maybe we definitely would have had a better chance of winning. Who am I kidding? Sorry if that blew my mic. I'm just mad. Next week, go up against the Bengals. In my opinion, if we play the way we played in the second half, if we had played in the fourth quarter, if we played in the full game like we did in the fourth quarter, we would have won that game. Easy game. It's happened, I think, since, it's all season. All season, it's been, we played terribly in the first half, we played great in the second half, and it sucks. I think, I haven't actually seen, but if you probably look at first half, the second half, if you probably look at our total score, first half, second half, we've probably been beaten by, it's probably 50-3 in the first half. We never score in the first half. I think the only time we've actually had a good first half is when we beat the Cowboys, and it's disgusting. I really thought we could get this win. Luckily, next week going up against the Bengals, which I don't know how they're playing right now. I haven't actually looked at the game that's happening as we speak, but they're going up against the Steelers, so I'm guessing they're not doing too good. I think, and also the Eagles lost, so we're still in that arena. We're only 1.5 games away. So the division has not changed at all. And then you look, in 2 weeks, we play the Cowboys again. Our offense has gotten much better since we played them last. I think that will be an easy game. I know I'm maybe saying that too soon, but I definitely think it'll be definitely the easiest game we've got left. You know what we play next week? We play the Bengals, who, from what we've seen weeks past, again, I don't know if they're stepping it up this week or whatever. They haven't played very good. they're not very good. I mean, I think, in my opinion, I think they're worse than the Lions. So I think, we go in there, we play, our defense plays like it has for most of this season and not like it did last week and in a few other games. And then our offense plays like it did in second half of last of these two games. We have a very, very, very good chance of winning against the Bengals. In my opinion, as a Washington fan, I think we can win these next two games. I think this is our definitely best. I think we have to win these next two games. We have to come out of this 4-7. If we come out of this 4-7, I think no matter what, we will be either a half a game behind our division or we will be in first in our division. Okay, we need to sweep Dallas and we need to beat the Bengals. And in order for me to feel like we have a chance in the following weeks, we need to crush them. And then we play the 40. Well, I don't know in what order, but we play the 49ers at one point. Which with their whole roster being injured, that's definitely a chance we can win that. We play the Eagles again, who obviously that's a really good chance to win that. We've definitely say what you will about the season, we have improved greatly from week 1. We also play the Panthers, which. The farther we go into the season, the more I realize that might not be the easiest game. That's definitely a winnable game. It seems like a harder team or easy team, a bad team or hard team. The Panthers always keep it close. It's like they're playing against a bad team, they'll play badly. They're playing against a really good team, they play really good. Trust me, I'm a Panthers area. I'm not a Panthers fan, but I'm in the area. Sorry, cars driving by, it's getting on my nerves. Not on my nerves, but I'm noticing it. And the only bad thing is that we play the Seahawks and we play the Steelers. So right now, in my opinion, I think 7-9 is a possibility. 7-9 is a possibility. Okay, now I'll obviously be rooting for us to go 9-7, but that's not going to happen. 7-9 is a possibility, and in my opinion, I think 7-9 is good enough to win this division. I know you may think, oh, well, what are you doing? It's just facts. I mean, when you look at the Eagles, the Eagles. Okay, they're 3-5-1. I'm pretty sure. Do you honestly think in the last 7 games they're going to go 5-2, or however? I don't know. They need to win 4 out of their last 7, and I honestly don't think I don't think they can have a winning record versus that. I think they still have to play the Steelers and stuff. So I think it'd be really hard for the. I think it'd be a stretch to say that the Eagles go 6 or 7, 8-1. I think their best is probably 5-9-1 to 5-10-1 to 6-9-1. If that makes sense. You look at the Giants. Yeah, they just won these past 2 games, but they haven't looked good doing it. In my opinion, they still aren't good in outside of division teams. So definitely them going 5-2 or better in their last 7 games is a stretch. So I don't think that's possible. You look at the Cowboys, them winning another game is a stretch. And then you look at us, and us winning 4 or 5 of our last games is 100% the most probable thing in my opinion. So I think we are probably the team that is most likely to win the NFC East. If we sign Eric Berry, it is almost 100% we are definitely winning this division. Especially when you look at Seattle and how bad their defense has been playing. Not bad, but their defense has been playing. We have a chance to this division. And I honestly think that it's 6-10 or 7-9 or somehow 9-7. If we go 9-7 and win this division no matter what, I think we are going to win this division. As a Washington fan, you can see my eyes are probably going crazy right now. We are going to win this division. Now again, this is just a Washington fan ranting. If you want to see actual about how well the Giants played and all that, look at tomorrow's stuff. That's whenever real, rational, non-insane Carson will be. Thank you for listening to me rant, and I hope to see you in the next one, or not. I post every day, so subscribe.